Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome to today's video. I'm actually really excited to be creating this because I wish I would have known this sooner on my path of awakening. But when I discovered it, it was a perfect timing, and I had to go through what I had to go through in order to share this with you. So, welcome. My name is Melissa. I am an intuitive guide and coach, along with a Reiki master, and I created Sacredness Within You to help you rediscover that sacredness that lies within each and every one of you. That sacredness that is unique only to you. It's your superpower, but it's also the magic that you have within you that allows you to create the life of your dreams, the life that is in your heart's desires, not in your mind, but in your heart. But also too, I'm here to help heal the feminine within all of us so we can heal the feminine wounds within the collective. And so today I want to talk about affirmations and manifestations. And they kind of go hand in hand. I kind of believe the same thing about both of them. And I view them in similar ways. Because early on in my journey of awakening, which was just over 6 years ago, I thought I could affirm and manifest my way into a new reality. And I got caught in the trap of doing affirmations every day, all day, trying to manifest certain things into my life with no success. My 3D reality wasn't changing. I wasn't changing. And I was getting frustrated because I thought to myself, people are putting out content and videos saying, oh, all you have to do is say this and things are going to change. Or you just have to manifest this and you're going to be able to have the amount of money or the house or whatever that you are wanting. My friends, it doesn't work that way. It's not that easy in the beginning. And with affirmations, I'm going to start there first because I truly believe that I could affirm my way into a healthier body, into a new reality, and having the things that I truly desired and truly believing those things about myself. Especially because at the time I was in direct sales and I wanted to be really successful and to be a great leader and to be one of the top sellers. And they taught me to just say these affirmations every day and you would be able to create this new reality. Well, for me, it wasn't working. I was feeling sorry for myself. I felt like I wasn't good enough at doing this. I felt like I was doing something wrong. I mean, the list of things that I felt was really large. And then I realized a couple things. Is the affirmations that I was saying weren't in alignment with me, with where I was at in my journey. It was like basically thinking like if you think of like the evolution of your ascension, like as the alphabet, I was at A and I was saying an affirmation that was trying to get me to level Z. That's virtually impossible because there's all these other things in the middle. And all those other things in the middle were other beliefs that I did not have within me. And they were energy blockages. They were limiting beliefs. There were subconscious programming, conditioning, so much more that I needed to uncover, to heal, to let go of, to integrate, all those things in order for those affirmations to work for me. So I want you to just like tap into who you are, come back to you, feel really centered and really present. See if you can like close your eyes and just come back to you. Like feel your body, feel your physical body. I always like to put my hand on my heart because it helps me come back to me. But now feel your physical body. Now feel your energetic body. We may have to do some energy work or some clearing around this in order to feel your energy really clear, because you might have discordant energies or other people's energies attached to you. But the more that you become aware, the more that you're going to be able to feel these things. Now I want you to say an affirmation, this affirmation in particular: I am worth $5 billion. How's that feel in your body? I know I have a little bit of resistance in there I have a little bit of like my mind saying, oh no, that's not true. Like, you don't have the proof, you don't have this, you don't have that. Like, what is your mind saying? But also, too, what is your body saying? Because that isn't in alignment with you. That's not your truth. That's not what you believe about yourself. Now, I want you to say something. Tap back into who you are. Come back to you. Feel your physical body. Feel your energetic body. One of my healers that I work with personally, he's like, check all your vehicles, your mind, your emotional, mental, physical body. Check all your vehicles. What do they feel like? Now, I want you to say an affirmation that you believe about yourself. This is very personalized, so whatever you say is in alignment with you. You believe this about yourself. How does that feel within your body? What is your mind saying? Your mind is probably saying nothing negative. It's probably like, yeah, that's true. Or your body is at peace, like there's that resonance within you because that's what you believe. And I believe that if you do the inner work, which for me was a lot of journaling, sitting with myself, meditating, watching patterns, diving into those things, questioning things, looking at things from the eye of like a child, like questioning like, why do I do this? Or where did this come from? Like, and really diving into it and really getting deep. When you do a lot of inner work, you're releasing also to a lot of emotion through tears. Maybe you laugh, like whatever it is that's coming up for you, you are releasing that. You're releasing that within your body because your body never forgets. We store emotions, past traumas and experiences in our muscles, in our ligaments, in our bones, in our central nervous system, and obviously our subconscious mind. So we have to be able to reprogram not only our mind, but also our body as well. And so one of the ways that I use affirmations is through reprogramming my subconscious mind. And I do it mostly at night and in the morning, the 5 to 10 minutes before I go to bed. I think that's a theta wave cycle, like theta waves, brain waves. I think that's what it's called. I'm not quite sure because I can't remember. And then 5 to 10 minutes after you awaken in the morning to say these affirmations. When I say my affirmations, some of them are just a little bit of a stretch for me to see what that feels like and to kind of push my subconscious mind. And also too, I will listen sometimes to tracks all night long. But here's the thing, as I recently discovered, is I've been pushing my limits in terms of my affirmations a little too far because I can feel it in the morning when I wake up. My energy is kind of out of alignment. I don't feel 100% like myself, and I have a lot of resistance built up in my body. And through your path of awakening and diving into this stuff, you want to learn, what does the resistance feel like in your body? You know, really tap into that part of you to discover that, because that's going to help you decide, is this my truth or is this not my truth? Like, is this in alignment with me or not? So that's affirmations. Manifestations is a whole nother story. They're kind of similar, but yet they're very different. So we have the ability as human beings, and we have forgotten this, that we have the ability to manifest and create anything we want in our reality. Because I believe, and this is my belief, is that I am an extension of God's source energy. God created me, my soul, in order to experience life through me. And I've gotten to live here on planet Earth and other planets as well. And this is not my first rodeo on planet Earth. I've come back time and time again to help the evolution of this planet. But God created me, my soul, so God could experience life through me. And because I'm an extension of that energy, that universal energy that has created everything on this planet, I have that same ability within me. And I came to this planet to remember that and to experience that. Pretty amazing, right? However, here's the caveat, is that we don't always get to create what it is that we're wanting to create or manifest. So let me share a couple examples. So all of us are master manifestors. You're probably thinking, yeah, right, I don't manifest anything. Actually, you do. Because you can manifest things that you think are bad, or you can manifest things that you think are good. Like, I remember thinking about like my whole life and like my life in the past before I awakened, and how I was a really great manifester and manifesting the same relationships, just in a different person. It was like I would think something and bam, it was going to happen because I was believing this in my mind over and over and over again. I had like limiting beliefs that were keeping me stuck in recreating certain situations. And that's the thing that you have to be able to see is your beliefs. If you have beliefs within you in your subconscious mind and programming, if you have energetic blockages within your body, or you have luggage that you're carrying with you from past lives, those things are actually going to prevent you from manifesting things into your reality. So let me say that again. If you have limiting beliefs, societal conditioning, or energy blockages within your physical body, but also to your energetic body, or you are carrying luggage from your past lives with you, you are going to block your manifestations. So just like affirmations, when you're wanting to manifest something, it's going to require inner work. It's going to require you to remove those blockages. It's going to teach you to learn to live from a place of non-attachment and to trust deeply within yourself and deeply within God, the universe, source energy, whatever it is that you refer the overall energy to. But here's the other thing too I want you to think about in regards to manifestations. You can manifest anything you want. But if it's not in alignment with your highest good, you will not be able to receive that. So let's say like right now, you are wanting to manifest $10,000. Right now, where you're at in your journey, you may have blocks or limiting beliefs that are preventing you from receiving that $10,000. It may even too be that you don't energetically have the ability to receive that because maybe you need to change your relationship with money a little bit. You know, like what are your beliefs around money? You know, are you still in poverty consciousness, lack? Or do you believe that you can only receive this money through the work that you do? So then you'd have to do work around self-worth. But say you're wanting to manifest this, you also have to look and say, like, what does this feel like in my body? If there's some uneasiness, some resistance, then you know that you need to do some work. Do some inner work around things, do some energy healing around things, and then learn to live from non-attachment and allow that money to come in wherever it needs to come in from. Because oftentimes I would hear and listen to Abraham Hicks. Love Abraham Hicks. But it goes to that part of if you have blocks or resistance within you, you're never going to be able to manifest that. And so look at within your thoughts, look at within your body. What is it telling you? What is your mind and your body telling you in regards to this manifestation? Here's the other thing too. I talked about you will only be able to manifest things that are in alignment for your highest good. So if manifesting, you know, a $1.2 million house right now is not in alignment with your highest good, no matter what you do right now, you're not going to be able to receive it. You will receive it at the perfect time when you are ready for it. But here's the thing I want to share with you as well, is right now I'm living in my very first own apartment. Within or over the past 5 years, I've always had roommates. So this is my first apartment that I have been able to live in by myself. I could energetically feel this apartment coming in 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I could feel this apartment coming in. I could feel it energetically. So when your manifestation is coming in, you're going to start to feel it energetically. What happens too is we start taking action thinking that this is the time that it's going to come in. I remember seeing these apartments and thinking, oh my God, this is perfect. This is my dream apartment. And I wouldn't get it. And I didn't understand why. Because I was just feeling the energy of it. I wasn't actually in a place financially, long-term wise, in order to have that. So God wasn't going to allow me to have this apartment because of what was going to unfold after that. If I would have taken that apartment, it would have been even worse than what I'd gone through over the past couple of years. But also too, what you think you might be getting, God might have something better in store for you. Because honestly, my apartment right now is perfect. It is the perfect apartment that I have wanted. There's only one thing, well, two things that it doesn't have that I wanted. I wanted to always have a 2-bedroom so I could have a space for my office versus just being in my living room. But I also wanted to have an apartment that had compost available. Well, none of the apartments in Minneapolis, especially the big ones, have composting. But it had everything else that I wanted. I just had to be patient. But also too, when we're trying to manifest something, we have to do the work. We can't just sit around, sit on our couch, drinking coffee, thinking it's going to come in without us doing any work. Sometimes it's going to require us to do inner work. Sometimes it's going to require us to do, to take action in our 3D reality. If you're feeling inspired to go somewhere or do something, follow that nudge, because that's the universe leading you to the path of how you're going to manifest what it is that you're wanting to manifest into your reality. Also too, I struggled with this for a really long time, really long time, was I could manifest so many things before I awakened. Like, I'd be like, oh, I want to make like $300 tonight at my job so then I could go and buy a pair of jeans or buy an outfit to go out in. I was manifesting money like this. People didn't understand like how I was able to do this. And it all was because of the book, The Secret. I read that book and watched the movie I don't know how many times, like many years ago when it first came out. I was able to manifest so many things. But what I learned was how I manifested and what I manifested prior to my awakening was very different after I started my path of awakening. Because I was no longer going to be able to manifest from a place of fear, greed, manipulation, whatever it was that I was trying to do. God wasn't going to allow me to do that anymore because that wasn't in alignment with the highest good for me. And so I had to do a lot of inner work. So remember, how you receive things and the things that you did prior to your awakening are no longer usually going to work after your awakening, because you're awakening to a higher level of consciousness. You're awakening to a higher level of being, doing, and seeing things. And so it's not that what you're doing is wrong. You just have to redirect your focus and redirect your energy to an alignment with your highest good. You know, when you think about the highest version of yourself, like the ultimate version that you can see of yourself right now, and I use air quotes because I feel like once you start your path of awakening, you're never going to just stop this journey. You're never just going to get to a point where you're like, okay, I'm here, I arrived. No, you're going to continue to evolve and evolve and evolve and evolve, because wherever you end in terms of your consciousness in this life, then you get to start in a new reality, a different consciousness in your next life. And maybe it'll be completely different than this life. Maybe you get to come into your next life fully awakened and not have to do any of the stuff that we did in this life. You never know. But look at those types of things and say, what is the inner work that I need to do? Where are my blockages that I have? What work do I need to do in order to create this in your reality? And one of the things I will say is, I do believe in dream boards. I think it is really important to get really clear about what it is that you desire, what it is that you want. And remember, just because it's crystal clear and you have all these details written out doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen that way, because I made a dream board last year at this time. Without even knowing it, I manifested and created 5 out of the 10 things on that dream board, because I put it together and I actually had forgotten about it. I actually made it on some app like Pick Art or something like that on my phone. I don't know if I still have that app. But no, I don't. I made it on my phone, and it used to be my screensaver for a while, and I would look at it every day, and I would feel it. I would act as if I already had it, and then I actually just forgot about it. And then one day when I was scrolling through my photos, I had it in my photos, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is my dream board. And I counted that I had manifested 5 things, and I didn't even really realize it, because I had let go of attachment with it. And the way that these came in was much different than I ever could imagine. Like, for example, you can kind of see my bed frame right here. I had always wanted, for the last 2 years, I had always wanted a pink bed frame, because it was something that I wanted as a child. I loved pink. I loved luscious stuff. I loved feeling very girly when I was little, but because of my upbringing, I wasn't always able to be very girly. And people made fun of me because I loved pink. Like, I had a pink Barbie bike. I mean, anything I could wear that or have that was pink, I wanted it. And so I saw a bed frame from IKEA that I really liked, and it was always out of stock. And so I never had an opportunity to buy it. But when I moved into this apartment, I still had this desire to have a pink bed frame, because I wanted to give my inner child the adult version of the bedroom that I wanted as a little girl. Because I believe that I'm also here to create the life that I desired as a kid for me, but also to create a different reality for my family and future. And so I wanted to create that for her. And after seeing the pink frame in person at IKEA, I realized I really didn't like the bed frame. I didn't really like the color of it and the texture of the material. So then I began searching online for a pink bed frame. And when I moved into this apartment, I was thinking I was going to get a queen bed. But before I bought my bed, I came in and measured things, laid it out to make sure it would fit. Well, prior to moving in here, I had found a different bed frame that I really liked, but it was only for a full. The largest it was for a full bed, because this bed frame, along with the other one that I'm referring to, were actually for teenagers. They're teenage bed frames. And the other one that I actually ordered originally, lo and behold, 2 days after, I had saw the one that I bought and the one that I had ordered first. I saw them at the same time. I really liked both of them, but I thought that the other one would be better. It was more, what's the word I wanted to say, kind of fancier, more grown up than this one. They're almost exact same price. Well, 2 days after I ordered the first one, I got an email from Amazon saying that bed frame was no longer available. The company didn't have any more available because all the boxes that they had in their warehouse were destroyed. And they didn't want to send them out because they were afraid that the quality of the frame would be destroyed. And I was really bummed. I was like, dang it. And then I started realizing that the universe and God were actually redirecting me to this bed frame that I have now. And the only reason why I didn't buy this bed frame from the very get-go was the other one I could get within a week. This one, I had to wait for an entire month. An entire month to get it. Which meant that I needed to sleep on my mattress on the floor for an entire month. And I really didn't want to do it. And part of it was because I wanted, when people come over, to see that I had my life all together. But as you can see, I just have a couch in the back with nothing on it, no photos on my wall or anything yet, because I'm learning through this as well, is that I will only be able to manifest what it is that is of my highest good. but also too that creating this place that I manifested and the space that I have, it takes time. Just like our path of awakening and ascension is a journey, it's a process. It's an unfolding, it's an enjoying of every step of the way and appreciating exactly where you are and what you have in order to allow the other things to come in. Because I would love to have something on my walls. One day I will. And it's something that I'm trying to create and manifest. But it's right now, I don't know what that is. And so as I go through, remember too, like Abraham Hicks talks about, you know, we are always co-creating with God and the universe. We're always putting things up in our, what does Abraham call it? I can't remember. Our vortex. Is that what he calls it? I think so. There's always things up in there. But in terms of like my wall, I'm sure I put something up there a long time ago. I just have to remember what it is and allow it to come in. So my friends, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful and stuff because, like I said, I was really inspired by a conversation that I had with a dear friend. And I was reminded that this is something that I wish I would have learned sooner on my path of awakening, and how to really utilize these things and how to really allow the my life to be easier, because life is meant to be easy. Life is meant to be fluid. We are meant to create and manifest what it is that our heart desires. But they forget to tell us, all these people are talking about manifestations, that we have to do the inner work in order to allow these to come in. So I would love to hear from you. What resonated with you? Did you fall into the same trap I did? Or did you already know this information and stuff? But drop a comment below. Give this video a thumbs up so this video reaches other like-minded individuals. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you never miss out on a video. And my friends, as always, I'm sending you all so much love and light. And if you're needing more help on your journey, I would love to be able to help you. I do offer one-on-one coaching sessions, both for just your path of awakening, but also too if you're wanting to dive more into healing your inner feminine. And then also too, I have one-on-one Reiki healing sessions. So check out this description box below for details. And until next time, you guys.